What's up, everybody? This is Clark Knives here, back with another video. And this is take two. I rambled on for almost 7 minutes straight in the last video about everything that I have on the table here. And I kind of wanted to make it a little bit shorter, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. First off, before we do anything, I just want to let everybody know that I have officially made it to a week. I'll be making a video on this knife here probably tomorrow sometime, which will be Friday. And I know some of y'all are still finishing it up because y'all started a couple days after I did, but I will make a video on that tomorrow. Anyways, back to this. So Big J, if you haven't checked out Big J's channel, definitely go check out him, Mr. Jerry. Big J, me and him were talking one day. I went to a flea market and he likes the old school Western knives, and not to be confused with like Western style knives. That's the knife brand is Western. Anyways, he likes those, and he had 2 of the camp knives. I can't remember the model number, but he's got a video on it. He just made one on it, so go check that out. I'll link his channel in the description. He had 2 of those camp knives, and I knew he liked those quite a bit, so I found one at the thrift store for a good price, and I picked it up. And then I told him what I was looking for while I was going to the flea markets. I told him what I was looking for, and then I ran into that knife, and he said, well, heck, I've got basically just what you're looking for right here. And I told him, well, I want to find one to kind of clean up, because Ryan at RH Blade and Shade did a knife cleanup job, and it did real good, and I was kind of wanting to do something like that. But anyways, he told me, he said, okay, well, if you don't find one today, you just let me know, and I will get this one sent out to you. And I was like, well, okay, yeah, that works. And lo and behold, I ended up not finding a knife. It was actually kind of funny, because all the stores that we went to after I had talked to Big J, all the stores, none of them had knives. But anyways, we had a good time, found a lot of cool stuff. I got a lot of cool crankbaits. I made a video on all that. So if you want to go back and check that out, definitely go do it. And anyways, I got that knife sent to Big J, and then he sent me this one, and it finally came in the mail today. And I could not be happier. But a little bit about Big J's channel before we start. Big J, Mr. Jerry. He is probably one of my favorite YouTubers, and I don't like to pick favorites, but if you look on my little search bar, if you click on my search bar on my YouTube, he's more than likely the first one to pop up for the recently searched, or, like in the little deal there. You can just click on it, and I don't even have to type it in. I really like Big J's channel because he likes the large Stockman pattern a lot, and I am a pretty big Stockman guy as well. It's one of my favorite patterns. So I like to go and watch his videos on his Stockmans, and I've actually been going back and re-watching some of his videos, and also watching some of his older videos. So, even if you're not watching the up-to-date stuff, he's still got some really cool older videos. So definitely go check him out. He's a really cool dude. I really enjoy talking to him and watching his videos for sure. And then Miss Sarah at SD Leatherworks is his significant other. And if you want some really cool and really well-made leather slips or sheaths or anything like that, get a hold of Miss Sarah there. I'm pretty sure she has a Instagram that you can go to and get you some. So, but anyways, he didn't have the box for this knife, so he sent me a buck. He sent the knife in this buck quality knife. Really cool box. It's just kind of an old school box. I think he either might have got it given to him or got it at a flea market. I don't know. But anyways, pretty sweet box there. It'll definitely go on my little display in the background. Kind of switching some things around, so you'll see that in a couple later videos. Alrighty, and then into the knife here. This is a 8OT, Old Timer 8OT. And then it does, of course, have the saw cut Delrin handles there. This is new old stock as far as I know. I have really kind of looked this knife all up and down, and I can't find anything that shows it being used or cleaned up or anything like that. I mean, it could have been. I have found a couple things, but it could be just because it's an older knife. But anyways, as you can see, I've already used it some. I actually used it all day at work today. I came home on lunch break around, I think it was 2-ish. Came home on lunch break around 2-ish, got this out of the mailbox, then I went back to work. And yeah, I used it a lot at work today, I'll be honest with you. And then I came home and made me a bologna and egg sandwich and cut it in half there. So that's why we're getting a little bit of patina already. I just had to. I couldn't resist. But as you can see, we got the satin finish blades there with the long pull and then your typical swedge there on the top, kind of like Old Timer does all their knives. And then here I'll show you. Schrade USA 8OT. I don't know what year this thing is. I don't know too much on the dating system for Old Timer knives. That could be just a quick Google search away, but I haven't even really looked into it that much. But there's the clip point blade, and then here is the sheep's foot. Very, very nice. Very nice. And then I wish I had something to kind of compare it to size-wise. There is the Spey blade. But like I said, I'm moving some stuff around, so I don't have any knives over here with me anymore. Yeah, I don't have anything to compare it to. That's a little disappointing. I guess I could compare it to my 77 here. I don't know if much of y'all know. Well, here, I'll just, if you, excuse me. If any of y'all know what size a case large Stockman is, it's a little bit smaller than that, just a hair smaller than that, I do believe. And then it's probably about 1/4 of an inch bigger than, say, a case medium Stockman. But anyways, as you can see, I can get more than 4 fingers around the whole knife. I could probably fit a fifth finger if I had 2 pinkies or something. But I can choke up on that blade and it'll stick out my hand there. I'm meaning to get one of those measuring pads so y'all can kind of know how big we're running here. But anyways, if you know how big a work sharpener is, there you go. This is basically as big as the whole diamond stone there. Yeah, okay. But thing is tighter than a whistle on all 3 blades. Tight. No blade wiggle. Snap is immaculate. It's pretty, maybe just a little tiny bit weak. I need to quit doing that. These knives are actually really sharp. Good snap though. I love it on all of them. Pull is probably a good, I'd say it's a good 7. 7 on the main blade there. Probably about a 7 on the sheep's foot there too. It's not too bad, but not too weak. I like it. And then that one may be a 7.5. That one right there is probably a 7.5. That's kind of tough. But yeah, carbon steel back springs, brass liners, nickel silver bolsters, brass pins, and then carbon steel blades, as you can see from it getting a patina already. Literally just from cutting a bologna and egg sandwich, which is kind of crazy. But anyways, as far as that goes, I think that's about all I've got for y'all. I really am excited to carry this knife for a while, and it will probably be my second pocket carry whenever I do like a second week on this little mini series here, so it'll be getting pocket worn with it as well. Oh, one last thing about this knife, the blade touches the liner there just a hair, which, I mean, it's no big deal to me. If I really wanted to, I could stick it in a vise and maybe try bending it over just a little bit, but I don't even want to try that. But yeah, 8OT with the beautiful long pull. I absolutely love this thing. I will definitely be using this knife for quite a while, just to see what it does. I've never had an old timer, a new old stock old timer for sure. I've never got to carry it and put my own wear, my own tear on it, my own patina on it. So it's gonna be a first for me, for sure. One more thing before I go. I know we're getting a little long here. Bear with me. One thing I really do like about these old timer Stockmans, Case does it too, but I just wanted to point this out. My GEC 66, on the back of the blades here, they're just about razor sharp. You can kind of see right here. This one, I mean, if you rub your finger on it hard enough, it will just tear your skin off. As to where these are nice and rounded off and smooth, and they don't hurt. But I like whittling a lot with my Stockmans. You get the sheep's foot blade out and you whittle there. Booyah. You know, I can't really necessarily do that with my 66 just because whenever I'm holding it, the back of the blade there, you know, digs into my skin, and seeing as how it's sharp and everything, it hurts. So I think I may have just found me a new whittling blade, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's one other thing that I actually really like about this knife is the smooth backs of the blade, I guess. But anyways, I really do appreciate everybody watching. It has been an absolute pleasure. And then again, like I said, this is all thanks to Big J here. I really appreciate it. This community has honestly kind of spoiled me, I guess. But definitely go check out his channel. Get you some leather from Miss Sarah, and then we'll all be happy, you know. But I appreciate everybody watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and we will see y'all next time.